There's new data showing an overall increase in homelessness across the Denver metro area, but it also shows a 31% decrease for veterans experiencing homelessness.
The Metro Denver Homeless Initiative just released the numbers last week. It comes from the annual point-in-time count data, which is one night snapshot of who's experiencing homelessness on any given night in January. 9 News reporter Courtney Yoon joins us now. Courtney, advocates say this is good news, but also say, as expected, there's still so much more work to be done.
Yeah, those advocates are saying it's important to note that on that one night, data showed overall homelessness is up 15% since the start of the pandemic. This snapshot only counted 6,884 people, and the Metro Denver Homeless Initiative says that number is closer to about 31,000 people who are unhoused throughout the course of the year. A lot of people who are experiencing homelessness in Denver are often the most vulnerable.
You have a lot of people who have been through traumatic traumas that stop them from excelling.
Nakeith Baldwin
I'm just out here.
has been homeless on and off for the last 10 years.
I believe if people had a house, car, and an occupation, everything would be okay.
He's glad to hear veteran homelessness has gone down 31% in the metro area since 2020, but knows a lot more people need help too.
Yeah, I think everybody deserves a chance, even a second chance, you know.
The fact that veteran homelessness has gone down 31%, it's like a kid brings home his report card full of D-minuses, except he got a B in shop.
Benjamin Dunning is an organizer with Denver Homeless Out Loud.
You know, we got to do something about all those D-minuses we're dealing with. Okay, we got a B, but it's kind of an outlier.
He says veterans have long been ignored and they deserve the support. But he says for everyone to succeed, housing needs to be less expensive.
We got to build budget housing, stuff that's below market rate. So we need developers who are smart enough to be more focused on housing people than the resale value of what they built 5 years down the line.
As we see rents continue to climb, we see more and more people unable to make rent.
Britta Fisher is the chief housing officer for the city and county of Denver.
When we think about what can we each do, I think about landlords and their willingness to accept housing vouchers. That is needed for this type of resource to work.
She says Veteran Affairs supported housing vouchers, or VASH, are a big reason why veteran homelessness is going down. Fisher hopes the same thing can happen for other demographics as well, as the overall number of people experiencing homelessness continues to increase.
That we can house people experiencing homelessness. We can do it together as a community.
Dunning says while it's good veteran homelessness is down 31% in the 7-county metro area, newly homeless youth is up 59%, and Native Americans experiencing homelessness is up 46%, to name a few. He says the good news is the data on veterans is proof it can be done for other demographics too.
Boy, those other demographics, those numbers, Courtney, are alarming as well, that those numbers have gone up so dramatically.
Right, yeah, and last year they weren't able to do this point-in-time count. They do that yearly on a random night in January, but since 2020 we've seen, like you said, those numbers have increased about 15% for overall homelessness.
We know the city's working on it. We'll have those stipends that start going. They'll enroll families next month, and they're taking it seriously, so hopefully it'll make a dent with all of these programs coming up.
Definitely a lot of things going on in the community. I think I forget the name, the income-based project that you're talking about, Alex, hopefully will help as well. But a lot of these advocates are saying, you know, we need more affordable housing. That's the big thing that they're asking for.
All right, Courtney, thanks.